Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. The beer's courtesy of Hot Butcher for the World. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. So this is Cosmic Mountain. So I'm reviewing this on Father's Day, and I was like, should I do like some big barrel-aged stout, or do I want to have like a few IPAs today? I said, I'm going to do a few IPAs today, and then I got down here with setting up. I'm like, oh, this is a triple IPA, so wasn't exactly what I was envisioning, but I'm like, it sounds good, so whatever. It's Citra. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing this. Waimea, and Mosaic hopped triple IPA, 10.5% ABV. Proper glassware, so you know it's going to taste better. And as per usual, I started not looking at the tasting notes. Wow, look how thick that looks. Until I give my own thoughts first. Love the can art, as always, by Dan Jetsa. Just fun. It's like, it's blacklight poster-ish, but then also like completely its own thing. I don't know. I really like it. Yeah, so I mean that's butternut squash soup. That's super thick looking. In the head, you got about a finger, small, medium bubbles, but like that head, I think you have to use yellow in the description. It looks like, yeah, you added, yellow to a white thing. It doesn't quite look, khaki or manila or anything. It looks like you started with like, I don't know, white frosting, and then you put like some, yellow drops in there. I don't know. How about you? Do you have a good descriptor for what kind of yellow color that is without using the term yellow, or white head color that is without using yellow? Let's just get into the aroma. Definitely orange, but then there's like this candied lemon. It's what I'm struggling with. I'm like, because sweet lemon, candied lemon is not orange. Like, just because orange is a sweeter citrus than lemon doesn't mean if you start with lemon and do something to make it sweeter that it then magically turns into orange. This has some sweetness, but it is lemony. Then definitely orange. There's other fruit, but there's a non-fruity thing. Yeah, like food related, but not fruit. Yeah, man, it's like frustrating. It's so, it's familiar, but I can't pull it right now. The lemon, I know I already said sweet, but like a little bit of like lemonade vibe. Yeah, lemonade vibe. But yeah, there's something else. Maybe I'll get in the taste instead of just sitting here struggling. Cheers. Thanks again, Hot Butcher. That's nice. Very faint amount of alcohol. Triple IPAs, I don't want to taste alcohol. This is still under the threshold where I'm like, fine with it. Apricot. I don't think that's the thing in the aroma. Big apricot, and it's like a fruit chew, kind of like an apricot flavored one of those things, like fruit jerky or whatever it's called. Not quite fruit roll up, but kind of like a fruit roll up. But anyway, yeah, big apricot, which makes sense. I get that sometimes with things like Citra. I do get that orange. I do get the lemon. This aftertaste is like grapefruit pithy. Even though I don't really get a bunch of grapefruit in the actual liquid experience, but the aftertaste very much still a very long, aftertaste. It's a long finish. It's still very grapefruity, which is now making me taste grapefruit more in the experience. Interesting. Yeah, there is like this sweet, like almost like vanilla-y thing That's the thing I'm getting in the aroma that I'm now tasting. Yeah, it's a lot. The way that this is okay. There's some real fruit notes, but like I was saying about that apricot, it's kind of like if you got I've said this before, like a food dehydrator. We used to have one as a kid that had the perforated trays, but then there was a tray that was solid you could set on it, and then you could pour like juice and dehydrate it into like a all fruit roll up essentially. And it's almost like the way these fruits are coming through are like the fruit roll up version of them, and then there's like a little bit like a citric acid thing as well. There's just like a generic vegetal thing also, and I think that's, I know that has nothing to do with vanilla, but I think that's also part of what I was smelling in it when I was doing the aroma, is just like a generic vegetal thing, not even like hop necessarily. It's interesting. There is some lingering. This must have a crap ton of hops in it, because for a hop butcher beer, this is the most like hop particulate I think I've ever had. But anyway, that's what I have to say. Juicy orange. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely orange in this beer. I mean, and I spoke to that. Ripe mango. I could see that, but it didn't come from me. And then candied pineapple. So, yeah, the mango and the pineapple, I'm fine with. I just love the candied part of it, because I think that really hits what I was trying to articulate with this like dehydration of fruit juice or like a fruit roll up. The flavors there are, like especially the citrus flavor. I guess if here's the short version. The citrus flavors come across more the juice, the flesh, the zest. All the other fruit flavors for me come through in a candied fruit roll-up kind of a way. That's the short version. Really nice triple IPA. Kind of interesting again from them. That a little bit of hop particulate, but then also this vegetal thing that maybe they are related. Maybe it is the same thing, but to me they're drinking a little different. It's two different things. But anyway, challenging beer. Excuse me, in a good way. There's stuff that's super familiar to beers that look like this and are supposed to be like this. Maybe it's that Waimea, or however you pronounce it, that's giving me just enough of a curveball where I'm like, oh, this is different, it's interesting, it's keeping my interest versus just I'm mindlessly drinking it because it's a paint by numbers version, if that makes sense. So thanks again for sending. I really appreciate it. Hope any dads out there who are watching had a nice Father's Day. If you had this beer before, do you know anything about the Waimea hop? I'm going to look up what it's supposed to kick out once I'm done filming this. Any thoughts at all? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. There's no hype beer reviews at both of those places. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.